Master Sergeant Robert W. Renfrow distinguished himself in the performance of outstanding service in the United States as Superintendent, Logistics and Resources, 820th Combat Operations Squadron, 820th Base Defense Group, 93rd Air Ground Operations Wing, Moody Air Force Base, Georgia.
Publish the order.
Attention orders. To all who shall see these presents reading, this is to certify that the President of the United States of America, authorized by Executive Order 16 January 1969, has awarded Meritorious Service Medal, 2nd Oak Leaf Cluster, to Senior Master Sergeant Robert W. Renfrow for Meritorious Service, 28 September 2017 to 30 June 2022. Certificate reads, the United States Air Force presents this certificate of recognition to Mrs. Sarah Renfrow for the commitment and numerous contributions that made positive impacts to the nation's defense. Thank you for your support, which gave strength and purpose to your spouse's service. Given on this day, 1 July 2022, signed, Charles Q. Brown, Jr., General, United States Air Force, Chief of Staff. Thank you for the support which gave strength and purpose to your father's service. Given on this first day of July 2022, signed, Commander, 93rd Air Ground Operations Wing, Colonel Danielle L. Willis. Colonel Land will now present a token of appreciation from the 820th Base Defense Group.
All right, family. So it's amazing to see your family here, Rob. The reality is they are what matter, and the BDG's family is what matters to all of us because we're all part of alumni, a legacy, and you're a part of that, and you will forever be a part of that, and your children will be a part of that, and your wife will be a part of that, and Freedom Ranch. Wow, I just saw a picture for the first time. Holy cow! So true story. Senior Renfrow is one of those guys that tells you the truth when you don't want to hear it. And I think our first meeting, I asked you a question, and you punched me right in the face. You told me how ugly the situation was, and I quickly realized I needed to follow you. Not everybody gets one of these signs when they leave the BDG. The people who made a massive and significant difference will have this for the rest of their life. And it's a simple sign. But when you see that sign hanging in somebody's office, you know exactly where they were at. So it is my honor and alumni and history and legacy to pass this on to you. If this hangs up in Freedom Ranch or if this hangs up in your new office near the BDG, that's awesome as well, because we all know who you are. So it's a great honor to give this to you.
So, a few tokens of appreciation that we have from this one I can't take credit for. His predecessors got it from, which was originally supposed to go to mine. But I think it shows just how grateful they were to have him. I know that precedent was set before us when I arrived there as well. I know he had a great reputation there. I also knew him a bit, and I'm sure we also had a great reputation. So I just want to say thank you personally. I know these are some awesome tokens of appreciation. I'm sure Sergeant Thompson has some words, so I'll let him talk. But I just want to say thank you for laying the foundation for us over there at the Cause Us For. I know we're very grateful, and you really definitely set the precedent for us. So thank you, sir. I'll let you hold the pool one.
Funny story, if you look close enough, it says that my retirement date was August of 21.
Cool.
Because that's when you 7 day out, you're supposed to get out within 120 days if you find an assignment, but that's some really good chiefs in my corner that let me stay. So the date's a little wrong, but it's still an awesome token from the S4.
All right, this is on behalf of the entire S4. We wanted to get you something that would culminate your entire career, from both of your bases to every single uniform you wore to every rank you had. So that's awesome.
Oh, wow.
So I want to thank you for making it a smooth transition for me. It was easy handoff, and I hope I can fill your shoes well. Thanks, brother.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we will now retire Senior Master Sergeant Renfrow's Security Forces badge. Senior Master Sergeant Renfrow is a career Security Forces defender. During his career, he held allegiance to his country, devotion to duty, and kept personal integrity above all. He wore the Security Forces badge of authority with dignity and restraint, promoted by example, held the highest standards of conduct, appearance, professional courtesy, and superior performance. He sought no favors because of his position. He performed his duties in a firm, courteous, and impartial manner, irrespective of a person's color, race, religion, national origin, or sex. Gained the respect of his fellow airmen with whom he came in contact. As witnessed by the gathering of friends, relatives, and co-workers, this Security Forces badge number 78053 is retired from the United States Air Force effective 1 July 2022.
Yeah.
could ever toast in the same glass. Though originated from royalty, General MacArthur borrowed the concept and established the military version of the toast when he proclaimed the American military man or woman as the most noble of humankind. Will all past and present senior non-commissioned officers proceed to the table?
There's apple juice for the non-drinkers. John Emmett. Yeah, cheers.
Retire.
My first and foremost, thank you to all that showed up today, and special thanks to the airmen that I had the pleasure of knowing and working with, and everybody that's in attendance, even if you're voluntold to be here, but you're still alive and strong in the Air Force, so that's good. Or if it's just taking a break out of your work, out of your hectic training cycle. Either way, thanks for being here. Sarah, Jordan, Danica, and Zoe, thank you for the long nights, for putting up with the long nights, the days and months away, and not so much hectic moves, but a couple. Montana to Georgia, back to Montana, back to Georgia again. But at least when I go to Minor. Looking through my record, it shows that I've been deployed, T-wide, or just on some trip for a little over 1,000 days over the last 20 years. That record doesn't include time in the missile field for 13 years in Northern Tier. That equates to about 2,500 days. I'm doing simple math, I'm not a mathematician, but I do have a calculator on my phone. That comes out to just below 7 years that I've spent in some other bed besides my own. And that's a long time. So Sarah, thank you for always being a rock. And the concept. Over the last 23 years, I've had the pleasure of being led by some of the greatest men and women that our armed forces have ever known. And in that time, I had the absolute honor to lead some of the best men and women that our world has ever known. And I take great pride in that. As I look at the faces of young men and women that I've had the pleasure of leading, I'm reminded that they are someone else's sons and daughters. And that's pretty heavy. Because seeing combat, watching a Humvee in front of you blow up on a combat patrol, or seeing thousands of displaced Americans during a natural disaster is not for the faint of heart. And it takes great leaders and great airmen to come together to see each other through. And it's that camaraderie that I'm going to miss the most. I want to trade for the world. With that, God bless you all. God bless the United States Air Force.
I named it after a model. All right, so back home from the ceremony, what'd you think about that?
That was absolutely amazing. Never experienced anything like that.
That was pretty cool. We got to, they picked us up in little military razors to bring us to the ceremony. Had to be at least 100 or more troops there. And then, of course, my brother is a senior master sergeant, so they had a colonel do his retirement, and just the whole ceremony was just top notch. I mean, those guys were awesome. The organization of it was great, and they
Prepared speeches.
yeah, the gun salute that they did with some type of cannon. I don't even know what it was. Yeah,
Just
it
a lot
was.
of shells that we saw afterwards.
Yeah, just the whole setup of it was just awesome. Cool event to go to for sure. I'm glad that we were able to make it. Unfortunately, it's tough, being in a military family, my brother being deployed multiple times, 3 times to Iraq and once to Africa.
And Hurricane Katrina.
Hurricane Katrina.
He was gone for a while for that.
Calculated 7 years of his life. He slept in a different bed than his own. And that was too bad because his kids were young too, you know, during that time. And that's just the sacrifices that the military makes. So when you do see somebody in uniform, make sure to thank them for their service and sacrifice, and just know that it takes a toll on these guys. That, you know, you think about some folks that, you know, maybe serve a few years, it's still some dedication, but to serve a whole career, you know, of 20 plus years and that many deployments, I mean, that's something else.
Right.
That's why they do what they do for them.
And like you said, it's not just that individual, it's their families that are at home and trying to continue on and get the kids to school and keep everything moving at home.
No doubt. So his wife Sarah, she got accommodations as well, which was pretty neat to make sure that they honor the sacrifices that the mothers make and the children make, and so they all got to get up on stage and get certificates and what have you. And yeah, pretty awesome. My brother got some pretty cool souvenirs. A knife that was made out of a rotor from a helicopter. A nice, looked like maybe some type of M4 or some type of rifle. I don't know exactly what it was, but that was pretty cool. So
the other thing looked like a stick of dynamite. I don't know what it was. It was like a stick of dynamite on a board. I didn't see it up close. I don't know what it was.
But anyway, so just a great ceremony, and now we're gonna have a little after party here for him. So really glad that we were able to make it. We just, we haven't got to see him too many times in the years that he's been gone. Just life happens, sometimes. And when we live in Oregon and he's over here in Georgia, it makes it a little tough to get all the way across country. But wouldn't have missed this for anything. Congratulations, Robert. Couldn't be more proud of you, and welcome home.
Welcome home.
Robert, what the heck are you got on?
We should have had him push her in.
We just pushed her in 2 seconds ago.
To his uniform.
Come on,
Look at that. Is that the
Robert, is that your actual uniform?
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
Good.
Dude, that's awesome.
I feel really good right now.
Now that's retirement. That's what retirement looks like right there.
Robert, pour her in. Pour her in, Robert.
Went home and just ripped up his uniform. Pop a beer. Looks like the guy of Caddyshack. Use all that power, Zoe. Oh! Hey, there goes
Water there.
Oh, bro! That's got chlorine.
Yeah, let's go water down.
Put it back on.
Shut your mouth.